You have EnterTheCronic's Rabbit Hole, and Lone Wolf, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing some more spoken word poetry down the rabbit hole, and today we are going to be diving in to Mary's Tale.
Yeah, looking at the thumbnail, this one looks like it's going to be a deep one. Thank you, Lone Wolf, for your patience this month. We're finally getting it out, and you have a write-up for us, because this is your own piece of work for those that do not know. You were inspired to write this story after hearing a statistic. Indigenous women are 12 times more likely to be murdered than any other ethnic group in Canada. Although this specific story is completely fictional, it is at the same time all too real. You wrote this back in 2017 while in university between classes over the span of 2 days. You wanted to tackle the subject of MMIWG, Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls, epidemic in Canada from a different point of view. By doing this, I wanted to lessen the impact of my other MMIWG videos, while at the same time making it even more impactful through the storytelling. I also wanted to showcase just how prevalent and common Indigenous women and girls are stolen and or murdered. It is says that when an Indigenous woman or girl disappears, they disappear 3 times. The first time they disappear is their life. Second time they disappear is in the news, and the third time they disappear is in the record books. That's really sad. The red sweater is very significant as well. Red is the color Indigenous people use to represent and honor our missing and murdered sisters. The visual effect I decided to use in the video is meant to represent the confusion, pain, rage, and hopelessness we feel for our lost sisters. The background music is called Grass by Silent Partner. Found this song on YouTube Create, which offers copyright-free music, which is great in case y'all don't know that. This was originally written as a rap. However, when I started to shoot this video, I quickly realized it was more impactful as a spoken word poem. That said, I did not change a single word from the original rap lyrics. Also, while shooting, I decided to skip reciting the first hook. This is, in my opinion, the most painful and powerful moment in any of my videos ever. And I remember hearing about those statistics a bit ago when, in at least on Vancouver Island, a bunch of red sweaters were put up
We have,
all around, and you just
there's,
saw them everywhere. And I remember when I didn't know what it was for, when that first happened, it was like, whoa, it made you think, it made you
it
really
made
pay
you stop and
attention.
look. It really did, because like we still have red sweaters up on Vancouver
We
Island.
do, yeah.
And anytime a red sweater goes missing, a new one is placed.
Yes. No kidding. So
So,
that's even another, that's part 4 on the record books of
and that's of
disappearing, even
disappearing.
the red shirts.
So like I remember when they all first went up, I was really confused about it, because I remember we were driving down the highway because I didn't know what happened, and there was just red dresses hanging in trees.
Yeah.
And it was a sight to behold, because it really gave you a visual of someone who's missing, right?
No
Of
kidding.
like,
Yeah. This is
because
physical
this
evidence.
is physical evidence of
Yeah.
someone who was here,
Yeah.
who's no longer here anymore.
It definitely hit.
And it was very like heart-wrenching even thinking about it, and that visual is now burned into my mind of all these missing women. And it really made you think, because I believe on Vancouver Island, even I know like the statistic here is crazy, 12 times more likely than any other group, but then on Vancouver Island, I think it was like 4,000 people a year, to like give an actual number, that go missing every year just on the island.
Well, let's go
Was
check out the spoken
insane.
word then. You always have a voice here at Enter the Chronic, y'all. Here we go. Nice, he's got the red.
Let me tell you a story of a girl I met in January named Mary. I remember I was too shy to even say hi, taken by the beauty of her brown skin, hair, and eyes. Soft-spoken, hard-working, quick-thinking, intelligent, and always staying on the straight and narrow, never veering off the path she was meant to follow. We became friendly pretty quickly, but never more than that. No romances, no private dances, though we started hitting out between classes. Week after spring break weekend, Mary told me she was stateside, jingle dancing in the garden, said it felt like a dream in Eden. All while fighting like hell to conceal the pain inside I could see within her eyes. Asked her what had happened after class, but she just shrugged it off and changed the subject. That probably should have made me more. Yeah, that probably should have made me a little more suspect, but I was too oblivious to think of her as a prospect of violence. And if I knew.
Wow, this looks personal, Lone Wolf. The agony you're expressing here, man.
A couple weeks passed by since I saw that pain pass through her eyes. Thought everything seemed fine until the evening of May 18th. We were hanging out having drinks at a lounge. One round in, and Mary makes my whole world spin with just 6 words.
Good music choice too.
I was raped on spring break. I didn't know what to do, feeling helpless I didn't know what to do, feeling helpless, pissed and confused. Do I pull her closer, wipe her eyes? Frozen and uncertain, trying to think of something I can say. Finally ask her what she needs. She says somewhere quiet we can talk in peace, so I pay our fees and I head for the car parked down the street. Listening in stunned silence, getting more and more pissed as Mary confesses every painful second. I swear to God, if I ever find her perpetrator, I'ma kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, okay. Probably got off scot-free.
That was on a Thursday, and saw her the next night standing on a street corner 9:30, but it ain't like that. She was walking home from a coffee shop on 6th and Main. She had been working on her studies, grinding away, and I should have said something because that was the night she was stolen away.
Jeez.
2 days later, I got a notification on my phone with Mary's face and description saying she was missing, and it breaks my heart because I know she ain't coming back. Not because she's dead, but because she's another missing Indigenous woman, another statistic, another addition to this country's growing epidemic that has no end in sight. I swear this crisis is like a modern-day racial cleansing, basically a rehashing of residential schooling. And no one is seen. No one believing that being Indigenous and feminine is dangerous.
Yeah.
But there's darkness outside, so don't forget the light. Don't let it die, because I don't want to say goodbye. Mary, is your hourglass out of sand? Are you missing or are you dead, my friend? There's darkness outside, so don't forget the light. Don't let it die, because I don't want to say goodbye. I'm fucking sick of saying goodbye.
Oh, wow. There you go. Jeez. The agony and the pain and the realization of really what is still going on, right?
Because it never stopped.
No,
It never stopped, and that's the thing with the biggest takeaway that he's even saying from this is like, you just became another statistic, like, and I can't even say goodbye, because we talked about when the red dresses appeared and the red sweaters appeared and how impactful that was, and how it really brought a visual representation to the amount of missing women there are and how they are removed from the media. but then it's not like it stopped happening. People just stopped talking about
Well,
it.
yeah, that's it's what do you do with this one? And I personally don't know. I can only talk about what I've seen, and I know we're from the Souk Nation,
Mhm.
and we got a lot of indigenous people here that have been here for a long time. We have some friends that are even part of the band,
Yeah.
and we seeing what she's going through, even
Yeah.
just of the stuff that are like in her, the when what how alcohol affects her, how it
Yeah.
affects all of her family. And you can
Yeah.
just see the pain inside of, like I'm saying, in their genes. Like there's
It's
something,
like an epigenetics type
yeah,
pain, like, where it's like it's a generational pain is what they call it.
especially when it's generations of the
Yeah.
systematic takedown of it too, which from their side they have the statistics to prove it. So then I know me growing up, anytime I saw someone who was black or indigenous or even Asian, because it was mainly Caucasian here,
Yeah.
I tended to always want to be there, help them be even a bit more nicer, because even my genes were then saying there's something going on or different about them too.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad, but I was always trying to maybe overcompensate for that reason. And it could be from statistics like this, where it's like when you see them, you actually can see the no justice that's going on with them.
Yeah.
And that's really what Lone Wolf was just like masterfully portraying with this. I love the music. I love the cadence. I love the pauses. I'm sure you didn't love the pauses for the pain that you were going through, but it was sure showing through the camera. So
It showed
that
the
was
pain very in a
probably one of your best work.
absolutely, it showed the pain in a very real way.
Yeah.
I loved how the audio was coming through very clean, so you could
Yeah.
really hear
Great
the
mixing on this.
great mix on this one, so you can really
Yeah.
hear what the words were coming through.
I
And the
agree.
thing that I thought at the very end that really hammered in what he was really feeling was this feels like another cleanse.
Right.
It
Okay.
feels like another
Yeah.
this feels like another racial cleanse. This feels like another
The schooling or whatever.
school, like with the residential
Yeah.
schools. Like this feels like another way to just get rid of us.
Yeah. No
And
kidding.
no wonder it would feel that way as
The
well. And I
silent
love
way.
how like the silently
Yeah.
because you said with missing and murdered indigenous women and girls. I got tongue tied on that for a second, so I'm sorry. Um they go missing 3 times. The first time is physically, the second time is in the news, and the third time is in the record book. And the
Yeah.
thing about Canada that is really, I wanna say interesting, but and unique compared to a North American country, I think, is how much our news goes missing and just kinda gets brushed under the rug,
Hmm.
especially for missing and murdered or violence
Oh,
or,
totally.
um, essay, things
We
like
used to even
that.
have missing children at Walmart. It's gone now.
It's gone.
We don't
There's
even have
we
that
don't even have the
acknowledgement of anyone
missing
missing.
children acknowledgement. There's there's nothing on the news when someone goes missing. You get an Amber Alert on your phone, right?
Yeah.
But then they maybe talk about it once and then it's gone,
Hmm.
right? So there it doesn't like there's no focus put on it to find these people who go missing. So no wonder it would feel intentional
Yeah.
that there's no help being had for them. And then when he's saying it's 12 times more likely that an indigenous woman goes missing than any other ethnic group
Gets murdered.
gets murdered or missing than
Yeah.
any other ethnic group,
Yeah.
then it's also 12 times more likely that it's getting pushed under the rug, that it's getting ignored, that it's getting
Yeah.
just forgotten. So then they're feeling like now we're being removed, we're disappearing from the record books even. We're going missing 3 times.
Which is a whole different type of a cleansing,
It's a
also.
whole different type of a cleansing. So I'm really glad that Lone Wolf even brought that into like his feeling of how like his point of view because that's such a powerful feeling to have, like that's such a revenge feeling to also have as well.
Well, no kidding. So we'd love to know some of your guys' just thoughts and feelings
Yeah.
on this. Also about even reconciliation from this type of stuff too. It makes a lot
Mhm.
more sense for people that maybe don't understand that. But if you guys did have a good time, please hit the like
Mhm.
button. Let us know in the comments below if you want to see more of this type of reactions coming down the rabbit hole. Let's keep the convo alive, and hit the subscribe button if you are not a Chronican yet. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Lone Wolf, for bringing this down the rabbit hole and for bringing more of a sight and a view to these missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls so that people can even know that this is happening. And so thank you even for writing about this to bring light to it, because I know, like, I grew up in the Cowichan tribes in the Comox Valley, but mainly in the Cowichan tribes was when I got the most, like, amount of information and education around what was happening in the First Nations,
Yeah, absolutely.
because in the Cowichan tribes, they actually bring it into the public school district. You learn Hulkaminam in the public school district. You learn about Indigenous studies and histories. And I remember when we were learning about the missing and murdered Indigenous women, how impactful it was, and just like, why is nobody talking about this? And that was the biggest question that we
Everyone just
had.
wanted to move on.
Everyone just wanted to move on, and I don't understand why this topic everyone just wanted to move on
I think
from.
it's the guilt,
And I think it's the guilt,
even if it's generational guilt.
even if it's generational guilt.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see how it's been playing out. So thank you again, Lone Wolf, for making this video, and for bringing it to the forefront and trying to bring a conversation from it, so that something is, so even it's just known for people. So thank you again for this, and thank you for just being a part of the Enter the Chronic. So once again, peace and love, everyone.
God bless you.
Take care, and bye for now. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of the video. It's so good to see you here. And if you would like to continue in supporting us in our future endeavors, you can do so by supporting us over here. And if you really like this band or artist that you listen to in this video, you can support them right here. And we think you might like this video right here. So remember to click it and continue on your trip down the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Chronicans.
Thank you so much. Peace and love.